All right, Nanog 50, huh? Well, first off, thank you, Kathy, and panelists. That was really nice. So, is Andy in the house anywhere? Oh, you're right there. Okay, cool. So this is sort of a duty that. Sure, go ahead. This is a duty that we do at this time. I'm just going to explain this briefly because some of the folks aren't Nanog folks, but by our charter, both the program committee and the steering committee have staggered terms. So we have elections at this time of year every year, and we replace some of the PC and some of the SC. But the SC is elected, and part of our charter says that a representative from Merit will announce the results of the elections now. So that's what we're doing right now. And so Andy's going to take that for us.
Thanks, Dave. And before we read this year's election results, I thought we might take a moment to recognize and thank Joe Provo for his 4 years of service on the steering committee. Thanks, Joe. There were 3 steering committee seats up for election this year, and there were 5 candidates for those seats. And we'd like to thank them for their willingness to serve the community during this time of change. The winners of those 3 seats are re-elected for a second term, Patrick Gilmore, a new member of the steering committee, Richard Steenbergen, and also re-elected for a second term, Robert Seastrom. Congratulations. The Nanog ballot also included a proposed charter amendment that recognizes and endorses the transition of Nanog activities from Merit to NUNOG. That proposal has passed with a vote of 210 votes in favor and 16 opposed. There was a second ballot also for the NUNOG organization that asked for endorsement of proposed bylaw changes. That proposal is also passed by a vote of 169 in favor and 26 opposed. Thanks, Dave.
Okay, thank you, Andy. Okay, so I don't like to give statistics because they're already really dull, but one of the Merit people was kind enough to send me a note with some of the breakdown of the participants, and I thought this one was kind of interesting. There were 474 people registered, which is kind of right in the, it's right within one standard deviation of the mean. So it's kind of like, that's the size of, it's a good sized conference. But I found this kind of interesting. There were 21 countries represented at NANOG, the North American Operators Group, which kind of shows us that, the network's kind of a global thing, even though we're calling it North American Network Operators Group. And, that represented every continent except for Antarctica. I mean, is there nobody from Antarctica we can stir up? Which I thought was kind of interesting. Okay, one more statistic, I'll stop because this one's kind of interesting. So we were always talking about we want to get new and young people. That's one of our big things, to keep an organization like NANOG vital, you have to have young people, newcomers, young people. So we measure the number of newcomers. And it turns out that we always get about 30%, right around, around a third. So this time we had like 28 and change, 28% newcomers. So that's good. That shows us that we have new people coming. Like there's a lot of different things that go into that, but so it's showing us that NANOG is it's pretty much alive and vital. So I'm really happy about that. So that's it for the statistics. That's as far as I could go. I didn't have any like Excel pie charts or anything. So the next thing, First thing I want to do is thank our host, Telex. Pretty awesome conference, don't you think? And the way they handled it was great. I seriously, I think they set a new standard for what a social event would be with their thing at the aquarium. That was awesome. So one more time, that was great. Also want to thank all the break sponsors, the beer and gear sponsors, and the other social sponsors. The conference was really, really fun. So we all had a good time, so we want to thank all them, too. No sponsor from Antarctica. So a lot of people are involved in pulling this off, and I want to go through just a few of those. The first thing is this is the joint meeting with Aaron, and one of the things that we've been doing recently is Susan and Mark and I and others on the PC have been getting together and trying to schedule this time when we have both communities in the room. And what we came up with this time was the two panels that we saw, and I thought that was pretty good. I really enjoyed it, and so I want to thank all of the people involved with that for that, and the Aaron people for their support and just being so easy to work with. They were really good. Then there's the logistics of putting the whole thing on, and that really has been falling to Merit, and I want to just thank Merit for the great job they've done in supporting NANOG and supporting us this time and in the past. So let's give Merit a hand. Let's see, what else do we have here? There's two kind of organizations in leadership at NANOG right now. There's the steering committee and there's the program committee. So I'm on the program committee, but I think all of us on the program committee want to thank the steering committee for basically letting us do our job and not getting in our way. So let's hear it for they're really good, they don't bother us. So then the next thing is the PC, right? So there's a bunch of volunteers who put all this stuff together for you, and they are diligent and dedicated people, and they really put a lot of effort and a lot of their kind of personalities and their caring about the whole community and everything comes out in the agenda, and I think you could see that. So let's give them a hand. So there's three special people they're all special, but there's three people on the PC that I want to kind of call out right here. Igor, are you in here? Igor got away. Mike Hughes, are you in here? Mike Hughes, and then Raz. I see Raz back there. Those guys are all what we call terming out, because according to our charter, you can only serve 2 successive terms. So they've all been on the PC for 4 years and done a really fantastic job. So thank you guys. Okay, I'm almost done. So the last group of people I want to thank is all of you guys for coming. I mean, that's what really makes it happen, right? So you guys give us the content, you guys come, and so let's give ourselves a hand here, you guys. Thank you. So with that, how do I get my slide? You're going to give it to me? Okay, so next time it's Miami. It'll be nice because it'll be cold, at least in some places in North America, and maybe where you are, but not in Miami, most likely. So looking forward to seeing everybody in Miami, and a thank you to Terramark for being our host for the next NANOG. So that's it for the NANOG part of the agenda, and thank you guys all again, and see you all in Miami.